want you to hit me as hard as you can.
All right, guys, JimmyO, hair on the head. Now this is really cool because this is the second location for Nick Groff Investigates, the show with Nick Groff. It's really cool to be back here, right?
It is. I feel like this is a second home to me. Every time I'm back in Virginia City, Nevada, there's something just mysterious about it, you know? It draws you in, and there's an energetic just feeling that you get. You almost feel like you're a part of the history when you're walking through some of the footsteps that the miners and the millionaire men that used to stay in these locations. And I don't know, there's something about it that keeps drawing me back.
Yeah.
So I love this location. It's one of my favorite locations in the whole entire world. The Washoe Club is where it all started, personally for me. So it's been a journey since the beginning, and here we are again. It's 2019, we're back. I've been here many times, but there's something different about it this time.
There is, right? Like, the first time I was here, I was with you.
Yeah.
And I remember we talked about the first apparition you saw right in the store.
Right here?
Right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was weird. I was in here and I was really young. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was happening at the time until I reviewed the footage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could see this figure walk here, you know? And it was very strange to me to review that on the raw footage, and that just sparked my interest to learn more. What else is here? Every time I come back to the Washoe Club, my name is captured on the recorder. But not just me, other people like you.
Yes.
We had your recorder rolling last time, and someone else from different countries sending me recordings all the time saying, we're getting your name here. So I don't know if they call me back, if I was here in a previous life. I don't know, it's weird to me. But this location is like a second home to me.
He's here, so if you want to talk to the camera right now, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about this, what I love about you coming back here for this show, it's a really different, it's a more personal story for you this time.
Yeah.
You know, that must be kind of exciting for you.
It is, it's different. It's back to my roots.
Yeah.
Kind of like how I started, just the journey, the experience, the life kind of awakening of all the things that I've been going through, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going back to my roots of trying to figure out why are all these things happening? We know something weird is happening, but I want to get to the core elements of why these things are happening. And to do that, you have to start in the beginning at the story. Everything starts with a story, right? It's the heart of anything that drives history. And I think everything that has history, you pull back the layers and you start to realize that all the people that was once here, living at some period in time, right? They leave behind traces of energy and memory from their conscious thought. So here we are in the present time, in the reality, and we just kind of dissect that a little bit. And that's what we're doing with Nick Groff Investigates. We're dissecting all of those elements to pull back the layers to get to the core of why are these hauntings here? Yeah. You know, because we create time because we're born into this world, we die in this world. Right? So, unfortunately, time doesn't really exist. We create time as human beings. But if time doesn't exist, then are they still having that party, you know, back in the 1800s here? Just like we are in 2019? Is everything kind of interconnected in that sense? So that's kind of the things I want to dive into in a narrative sense and just go back to the journey, back to the roots, and back to like those fundamental paranormal investigations that got my interest in it, you know?
Yeah, and we're going to be dealing with everything you do with Nick Groff Investigates, which you're going to read at Arrowhead, and then you're going to get to see.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
That's
man.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is huge. If there's anything that you hope from this specific visit, what is it?
I really want to learn more of why what is the connection I have personally to this location. I think that's one thing that stuck with me is why do I feel so connected to this location and why do they know me by my full name? There's not many locations I've been to where it's like my full entire name that is said. Clearly.
Bobby Mackey's another place, right?
Bobby Mackey's is another place that hit me personally on a different level. But this place, it feels like I've had past lives here. It's very strange, and I don't know where my belief kind of stands in between, you know, like I believe and I don't of past lives, but I do really consider it being a theory of it's too strong of a back conscious thought to say, no, I can't have that. The feeling is too strong, you know? Yeah. So I think I wanna dive a little bit deeper into that and try to understand maybe I was somebody back then, and my energy is here. Here I am in this new human body, and I'm just communicating with this, this past and present kind of layering together. It's an interesting location with a lot of history.
It's even for me. I've been here. This is my second time, and the first one was with you, and I'm still. I told you earlier when we were driving in, I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt like welcome here, but in this weird way.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
intense, man.
It is. You're kind of going into this twilight zone, right? And
Yes.
then you enter it, and then it turns into almost Children of the Corn, where you can't leave the cornfield. That's what this whole Virginia city is.
It's amazing.
This hub of energy, and you cross through, and you're just like limitless here. You're in this kind of, this weird time.
Yeah, honestly, if you guys get a chance to come to Virginia City, it's really worth the trip. If you can go on Nick Groff tours, you could do that. Yeah. Well, I think that's it. I think we're gonna experience, man. We're gonna do some crazy stuff here.
Yeah, I believe that's all everything is, right?
Yeah.
There's no right way of doing a paranormal investigation. There's no right way of doing, pulling back layers. But then you got facts based on story, history, and everything else that occurs. But I believe that when you do an investigate, it's all about the experience. Everything's about that. Life is an experience, right? And then you gather all that information and you keep living and pushing forward. But I think that's the interesting part about this location. It has a way of replaying history. And I get intrigued every time I come here. And then when the sun goes down and it's dark in here, it's just a weird feeling.
It's intense.
Yeah.
We're gonna be experiencing that tonight, so.
Woohoo! Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Make sure you look out for Nick Groff Investigates. Of course, keep reading the column because we love it.
Yep, arrow in the head.
Yeah, rock and roll. All right. I mean, you can record this if you want.
I'm still rolling.
So, I don't know if I want to use this. I'll actually turn this part on.